Welcome to Matson Field, the site of what should be a great pair of games today, starting with a scrap between the Brainerd Warriors and the Moorhead Spuds. The Spuds will play at the STMA Knights later today at 3 o'clock, so make sure to stay tuned on Spuds TV for that. Brainerd came off a sweep in a doubleheader against the Wilmer Cardinals as they sit currently at 2 wins and 0 losses, while the Spuds came off splitting a doubleheader against the Bismarck Century Patriots as they sit at 3-2. Drake Kunza went 6 2/3 in the game to win for the Spuds. Good morning, everyone. I'm Thomas Fox. Welcome to Boys Varsity Baseball on Spuds TV, presented by Muscatel Subaru. It is a cool day here in Moorhead, Minnesota, with rain in the forecast, so a potential rain delay could potentially happen as it is not looking nice out there right now. Let's go over the pitching matchup today for both teams. Starting with the Spuds, Cullen Wilson will be on the mound for Moorhead, so hopefully he can have a solid game. We know he can be a very solid pitcher, also a very solid infielder as well. Meanwhile, for the Brainerd Warriors, Sawyer Hennessy will be on the mound as he looks to duel Cullen Wilson in what could be a pitcher's duel here this morning here at Matson Field. We will have starting lineups and first pitch here in a few moments. So stay tuned here on Spuds TV, presented by Muscatel Subaru. It is game time here at Matson Field as the Moorhead Spuds take the outfield first, and on the mound is Cullen Wilson. Catching for Cullen Wilson will be Colby Asham. Playing center field is Carter Heinch. Left field is Elijah Mack. Right field is Reese Boney. Playing third is Gavin Quaid. And playing first base, our announcer at Spuds TV, Brady Sorry. And shortstop will be Titan Burgess. And at second base, Aaron Ryerson. So we know that this Spuds infield, very smooth with the leather, as we've seen so far this year. This is the first broadcasted game for varsity, as there have been a few late additions to the schedule. So this will be the first broadcasted game here on Spuds TV. Let's go over the starting lineup for the Brainerd Warriors. Leading off is Isaac Hansen, then it's Brody Lund, followed by Jonathan Lund. Then batting cleanup is Wyatt Gabrielson, followed by Mitchell Bryan, and let's see if I can get his name here. He is the designated hitter, Keaton Lingenfelter. Then batting seventh will be Eli Holes, followed by Eli Owen. Then the pitcher for the Warriors, Sawyer Hennessy, and ending the lineup for the Warriors, Eric Eidenschink. So we should be in for a solid game of baseball here at Matson Field. So it looks like all the pieces are in place, and Isaac Hansen will dig in against Cullen Wilson. Sun's starting to peek out, and off we go, and a strike from Cullen Wilson. Cullen Wilson off to a good start here as he's ahead of the count 0-1. And he is straight up dotting the strike zone as he's ahead of the count 0-2. That is popped up and foul, out of play, and onto the street. Isaac Hansen down in an 0-2 count, looks to stay alive, and a good take as that was just outside. Cullen Wilson trying to go for some off speed, trying to get Hansen to chase, but instead it's a 1-2 count. And that missed the zone there. Counts even now.
Some of the Moorhead players are running out there.
Here comes the 2-2. That is hit in the air to left and deep. It is going to be caught by Elijah Mack for out number 1. Had some carry to it, but it looked like the wind was able to catch it. Sounded good off the bat of Isaac Hansen, but instead there's one out here in the first. Here's Brody Lund. And a good take from Lund, as it's now 1-0. That pitch is low, so a 2-0 count now to Brody Lund. Brainerd looking to stay undefeated. And that is a laser caught by the second baseman Ryerson for out number 2. That ball was smoked by Brody Lund, but right into the glove of Aaron Ryerson. And Brody Lund knew that that could have been a one-out single. And good off-speed pitch. Looked like a changeup from Colin Wilson as he's now ahead of the count against Jonathan Lund. And he hit him. 2-out base runner for the Brainerd Warriors. And Jonathan Lund is aboard. And they'll bring in a courtesy runner for the Brainerd Warriors. It'll be Henry Hopkins. As the courtesy runner. Wilson trying to catch him napping. Here's Wyatt Gabrielson. Pitch high in the zone. Colin Wilson has a very good fastball and a solid changeup as we've seen early on here. Here comes the 1-0. And safe. Good attempt by Wilson to end the inning with a pickoff. Here comes the 1-0. That's also high in the zone as Wilson loses his cap. Starting to get a little bit more sunny here as we might avoid the possible rain delay. Here's the 2-0. That is up and in. So a 3-0 count now as Gabrielson is taking some good pitches here. Runners lead at first. And Wilson able to get back a little shred of momentum as he gets a strike right down the middle. Mitchell Bryan on deck for the Warriors. Swing and a miss. It's a full count now. Straight gas from Colin Wilson as he looks to get out of the first. Payoff pitch. Ring him up and sit him down. Colin Wilson gets out of the first. His first strikeout of the game is Wyatt Gabrielson. Brainerd leaves a runner on first. Moorhead Spuds due up to bat here in the bottom of the first on Spuds TV.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Welcome back to Boys Varsity Baseball on Spuds TV, presented by Muscatel Subaru. It is the bottom of the first here at Matson Field. Colin Wilson, pitcher for the Moorhead Spuds, was able to get an inning-ending strikeout against Wyatt Gabrielson. And now the Spuds are due up to bat. Carter Heinz, the center fielder, will lead off with Tyden Burgesson on deck. And that is a laser right to the second baseman Hansen. So one pitch, one out as Heinz is retired. Let's go over the rest of the starting lineup for the Spuds. Carter Heinz leading off, who just grounded out, followed by Tyden Burgesson. Then Colin Wilson, followed by Aaron Ryerson, Brady Sari, Gavin Quaid, Colby Asham, Reese Boney, and then Elijah Mack. Burgesson takes a ball, and that skips in the dirt. So it's now a 2-0 count on the Spuds shortstop. Good pitch from Sawyer Hennessy. As 2-1. Chopped to the right side, and that will be an easy out. Number 2, fielded by Wyatt Gabrielson. And a quick 2 outs. Here's Colin Wilson. He has 1 home run on the season. It came against the Perham Yellow Jackets. Went over the left field wall. So we know he can do it all on the mound and at the plate. And a good changeup from Sawyer Hennessy. And an 0-2 count already. Swing and a miss. Hennessy struck him out. And a 1-2-3 first for Sawyer Hennessy, as zeros are still on the board through 1. We head to the top of the second here on Spuds TV.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Still zeros on the board here through 1 inning on the Eventide scoreboard, as we are now on the top of the second here at Matson Field. Mitchell Brand will lead off this top half of the second inning as he takes a strike from Colin Wilson. That skips in the dirt, and the count's even now at 1-1. 1-1 pitch now. That's high in the zone. Colin Wilson able to find his groove in the last at bat of the first, as that one is fouled over the netting. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip as Bran is able to stay alive, as it was not secured by Colby Asham, the catcher. 2-2 again. Called strike 3. And they're going to have to tag him. And looks like Mitchell Brand is just going to head to the dugout. So Colin Wilson with his second strikeout of the contest. And he starts this at-bat with a strike right down the middle. And another strike. He is finding the strike zone now a lot more efficiently. Pitch high in the zone as Keaton Lingenfelter is now on a 1-2 hole. 1-2. That is foul. Tried to go opposite field. Good job by Lingenfelter to stay in the count. 1-2. Counts even now. The 2-2 from Wilson. That misses the zone. High and away. Full count. And he walked him. Good battle from Keaton Lingenfelter. Here is Eli Holes. Eli Holes playing for Brainerd's basketball team, who ended up losing to Moorhead in the section semifinals. So Eli Holes can definitely do it all as he takes a strike. Slight runner's lead at first. And a good take as that was up and in on the Warriors shortstop. That is in the dirt. Wilson ready with the pitch, and back-to-back walks. Good at bat from Eli Holes, and the Warriors are threatening. Here's Eli Owen, the Warriors right fielder. Swing and a miss. Good fastball from Colin Wilson. Oh, and 2. So runners are at first and second. One away in the top of the second. 0-2 count on Eli Owen. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Wilson. 2 away. Here's Sawyer Hennessy. That's low. In the doubleheader sweep for the Warriors against the Wilmer Cardinals, they really put runs on the board. Scoring 5 runs in the first game, and then scoring 8 in their second game of the doubleheader. There's a strike from Colin Wilson. Wilson with a chance to get out of the inning, and that is fouled towards the right side. Hennessy stays alive in the count. Golden opportunity for the Warriors to get off to the quick start here at Matson Field. Here it comes. That is smoked into center field, but Carter Heinz is right there to make the catch to end the inning. So the threat is neutralized. It is still 0-0 on the Eventide scoreboard. Spuds are due up in the bottom of the second coming up.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Bottom of the second here at Matson Field. 0-0 game. And Aaron Ryerson is due up with Brady Sari on deck. And a good take as that one was a little low. Sawyer Hennessy trying to go with some off speed. He had a very solid first inning, going 1-2-3. Striking out Colin Wilson on 3 pitches to end the inning as that pitch is low. So a 2-0 count now on Aaron Ryerson, the second baseman. Sawyer Hennessy's done very good with location throughout this game, but he's in a 3-0 hole now. And on 4 pitches, Aaron Ryerson will get a free base. Here's Brady Sari looking to do some damage here in the bottom of the second. Runners lead at first. And that just clipped the bottom of the zone for strike 1. And that is going to skip away from the first baseman Wyatt Gabrielson as Hennessy tried to pick off Ryerson. And Ryerson stays put as that didn't go far enough for Ryerson could take second and move into scoring position. That is smoked into left field as it's going to be foul, and it is going to be caught. And Ryerson's going to take second on a sac fly from Brady Sari. So now Ryerson is in scoring position. Here's Gavin Quaid, the third baseman. So one out here in the bottom of the second. Spuds have a runner in scoring position after a sac fly from Brady Sari. And a bunt laid down by Gavin Quaid. Hennessy falls down, and there's runners at the corners. Gavin Quaid catching the defense by surprise. And just like that, there's two men on with only one out. Here's Colby Asham. Spuds with a chance to make some noise here. Swing and a miss. Good cut from Asham. That skips past the second baseman and into right field. Ryerson scores, and Colby Asham delivers. And it is 1-0 Moorhead on the Eventide scoreboard. Here's Reese Boney. Two men on, still one out, and he tried bunting, and that goes into the netting for strike one. So that was two instances where the ball took a bad bounce as that last hit bounced right over Isaac Hansen. Throw to second, and Gavin Quaid is going to take third. Looked like for a second he'd be caught in a pickle, but Gavin Quaid able to beat the throw. So once again, there's runners at the corners. 1-0 Spuds on an RBI single from Colby Asham. Hennessy with a nod. And that just missed the zone. Good pitch from Hennessy. That is into center. Base hit. Here comes Quaid to the plate, and it's 2-0 Spuds as Reese Boney delivers. So it's Asham and Boney coming through for the Spuds. And it's 2-0. Here's Elijah Mack, the left fielder. He was part of a no-hitter for the Spuds in their first game of the year, and that's going to be caught by the center fielder. But Asham is able to take third, and that'll actually end the inning, as that was the last out. Spuds do make some noise, though, in the bottom of the second, as they get RBI singles from Colby Asham and Reese Boney. We head to the top of the third with the Spuds up 2-0 on the Eventide scoreboard.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Ben wanted to spread the news with the help of an airplane. Jen thought we should celebrate by giving everyone a cake. And Eric wanted to make it into a movie.
$2 million.
Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Two 0 Spuds here in the top of the third inning at Matson Field. Colin Wilson is back on the mound to try to preserve this shutout. Wilson is doing a very solid job on the mound, as he has not given up a hit and has struck out 3 Brainerd Warriors. Looks to add to that total. Here's Isaac Hansen, who flew out to the left fielder Elijah Mack to begin the game. It was a very loud out. From this angle, it looked like it was going to go over the fence for a home run. He takes a strike to begin his second at-bat of the contest. And Colin Wilson is dealing right now, as he has Hansen in an 0-2 predicament. Looks to strike him out on 3 pitches. Can't quite do that, as that one's in the dirt. Good block from Asham. The wind is starting to pick up here, which is probably why some of these hits, especially Isaac Hansen's in the first, stayed in the park. And a good changeup from Colin Wilson. My goodness. Strikeout number 4. Here's Brody Lund, who lined out to the second baseman Aaron Ryerson in his first at-bat. As he takes a strike. And a good pitch again. Wilson's been using that changeup a lot more, and it's worked out in his favor, as he's ahead of the count 0-2, and that one is high as he tried to go with the heat upstairs, trying to get Brody Lund to chase. Here comes the 1-2. That one skips in the dirt. Even count now on Lund. That is foul, as that's going to go into the road and into someone's yard. Well, someone's going to have a souvenir when they walk outside. Another 2-2 from Wilson. That one is into right field and foul. Good piece of hitting from Brody Lund so far, as he's able to stay alive in the count. Wilson's been trying to get Brody Lund on his heels, and right now it's been a chess match. Another 2-2 on the way, and that one is going to be fielded by Bergeson. Throw to Sari is in time for out number 2. Here's Jonathan Benson, who also was on the Brainerd basketball team. So a lot of these Brainerd players were on the varsity basketball team, as Benson fouls one back. Wilson ready. And that one's outside as he tried to go with the heat. Colin Wilson still hasn't given up a hit. Just 2 walks are the only base runners, and that one is popped up out of play. Looked like he was about to hit a car there, but just goes into the road. I'm sure a lot of people, whenever there's a game, are nervous driving around the field. And that one is smoked into right, but Boney is right there to end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Warriors. Colin Wilson continues to dominate through 3. It is the Spuds' turn to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be back in a few moments on Spuds TV, presented by Muscatel Subaru.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates. Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic, serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Bottom of the 3rd here at Matson Field. Spuds are up 2-0 as Carter Heinz will lead off. Second at bat of the game. Big cut from Coach Carter. What a lot of his teammates have been calling him. Pretty new nickname for Carter Heinz. He had a walk-off against the Bemidji Lumberjacks last week. It's a 1-1 count now. Now 2-1. 2-1 from Hennessy. Good pitch to even the count against probably one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup. This is Heinz's second year on varsity. That ball is popped up on the infield. And that'll be on number 1 as Mitchell Brand puts away Heinz, excuse me. Here's Stein Bergeson. Bergeson grounded out to first in his last at-bat. One gone here in the bottom of the third. Hennessy deals. And that ball is bobbled. And out for out number 2 as Bergeson almost beat the throw from Eli Holes. It was a close call, but Eli Holes was able to reclaim the ball as it took a bad bounce. Here's Colin Wilson, who struck out on 3 pitches in his last at-bat. And this should end the inning. Throw to first. That ball's going to get away. Wilson's going to take second, possibly more. He's rounding second, heading for third, and he is in there. And he might look like he was going to go for home, but he's going to head back to third. So a throwing error from Mitchell Brand. And that'll go as an E5 from the looks of it. Here's Aaron Ryerson, who walked in his first plate appearance. Chance to make it 3-0 with Wilson 90 feet away. This will end the inning. And a good, strong throw by Mitchell Brand. That little bit of redemption from the Warriors' third baseman. As no runs are scored, we head to the top of the 4th with the Spuds still up 2-0. Two 2-0 Spuds here in the top of the 4th. The wind is starting to pick up here at Matson Field, as you can see by the movement of the Spud flags. But the sun's starting to peek out, so it's a little warmer than it was at first pitch. As Colin Wilson is so far pitching a gem. 3 innings, no hits, only 2 base runners, and 4 strikeouts. In case you missed it during the pregame, this is game 1 of a doubleheader for the Spuds. But they won't be playing Brainerd. They'll be playing the STMA Knights at 3 o'clock. Here's Wyatt Gabrielson, who struck out to end the top of the 1st. He was Colin Wilson's first strikeout of the game, and that was a good changeup from Colin Wilson. That changeup is really working, as it's an 0-1 count on the Warriors' first baseman, and a beautiful pitch. 0-2 count now on Gabrielson. And good pitch, but a better take, as that was almost strike 3. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Colin Wilson. And that is out number 1 here in the 4th. That ball is high. 1-0 count to start at bat number 2 for Mitchell Brand. And that is a strike, as Colin Wilson was able to paint the outside corner to even the count. That is hit well into center. Heinz is under it. 2 away. So 2 gone here in the top of the 4th, as Keaton Lingenfelter will dig in to try to keep the inning alive for the Warriors, as their bats have been cold. Colin Wilson has really put these Warriors hitters on their heels, and that's a strike. And that's high in the zone. Good pitch from Wilson that just misses the zone. Two gone here in the top of the 4th. Spuds lead 2-0 on the Eventide scoreboard. Ground ball to Ryerson. Another 1-2-3 inning for Colin Wilson. Bottom of the 4th is upon us. Still 2-0 Moorhead here on Spuds TV, presented by Muscatel Subaru.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
Two 2-0 Spuds as we enter the bottom of the 4th here in Matson Field. As Brady Sari will lead off for Moorhead. Sari had a sac fly in his last at bat. He takes a strike. And it is not looking too great out here, as it was just sunny a few moments ago, but the wind's starting to pick up, and now some rain clouds are moving in. That ball is smoked into center field, but the wind's going to catch it. Sounded good off the bat of Sari, but it winds up into the glove of the center fielder, Eric Eidenschink, for out number 1. Here's Gavin Quaid, who had a bunt single that created a 2-run inning for the Spuds. And half swing, did he go? And he didn't. Good check from Quaid. That evens the count at 1-1. That ball skips in the dirt. Two and 1 to count. Sawyer Hennessy with the pitch. And a good changeup from Hennessy. Counts now even at 2-2. Here it comes. Called strike 3. Hennessy strikes out Quaid for out number 2. Strikeout number 2 for Sawyer Hennessy, as Colby Asham steps up to the plate. And there might be a few sprinkles coming in. And that is a laser that is into the glove of the shortstop, Eli Holes. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Spuds. But they still lead 2-0 through 4 innings here at Matson Field. Top of the 5th coming up. Brainerd due up to bat.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Top of the 5th here at Matson Field. It is still 2-0 Spuds, as Colin Wilson currently pitching a no-hitter, as he's only given up 2 walks, no hits. He looks to keep that going against the bottom third of the Brainerd Warriors lineup, as Eli Holes will lead off, followed by Eli Owen, and then Sawyer Hennessy, the pitcher. Throw is down to second. Balls come in. And we are off and running with the top of the 5th. And you can hear the wind definitely starting to pick up. And a strike from Colin Wilson. Good off speed from Wilson there. It's an 0-2 count now on Eli Holes, who walked in his last at bat and just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. It's now 1-2. Chopped foul towards the Spuds dugout. One, 2 count, and that is high and away. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Colin Wilson strikes out Eli Holes to begin the top of the 5th. Strikeout number 6. For Colin Wilson as Eli Owen steps up. And that's a 1-0 count now on Eli Owen. Tried to get him to bite on the outside pitch, but Eli Owen with a good take, and it's 2-0. Pitching really has been a strength for the Spuds in these wins they've had, as they sure have a lot of weapons on the mound. Wilson being one of many. And a strike. That shows it. Popped up. Sorry is calling for it. Now it's Ryerson who makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Sawyer Hennessy, second at bat of the game. He had a line drive out to the center fielder Carter Heinch in his last at bat. That pitch is high in the zone. It's 1-0. There has been a late spring here in western Minnesota. That ball is smoked into deep right field, and that is gone. Solo shot for Sawyer Hennessy. And the Brainerd Warriors are on the board. It's 2-1, and there goes the shutout and the no-hitter for Colin Wilson. Just what Brainerd needed most. They needed insurance. They got it in a big way, as it's now 2-1, Moorhead on the Eventide scoreboard. And that is hit off, looked like the tip of the bat. It's going to be caught by Ryerson. So just a home run for Brainerd, but they get some insurance. They're able to get after Colin Wilson a little bit. But Moorhead still up 2-1 going into the bottom of the 5th.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and back dragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel. stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
2-1 Spuds here in the bottom of the fifth. As that was off the catcher's mask. No, that hit Boney. So first pitch of the bottom of the fifth. And Reese Boney is aboard via hit by pitch. Anyway, a recap of the top of the fifth. Brainerd pitcher Sawyer Hennessy went yard. And it is now 2-1 Moorhead as Hennessy tried to pick off Reese Boney. So Sawyer Hennessy coming in clutch with the bat for the Warriors. Here's Elijah Mack, who lays down a good bunt that will put Boney in scoring position. Here's Carter Heinz. Big opportunity here for the Spuds center fielder, who's 0 for 2. Sawyer Hennessy has really kept him in check as Carter Heinz has been held to a ground ball and a pop-up. That is smoked into deep center field, and it'll be caught. That sounded very good off the bat of Carter Heinz, but that's out number 2. Looked like it was going to be a 3-1, even a 4-1 game from the sound of that hit. But another loud out. Here's Tide Bergeson. Spuds still with an opportunity to make it a 3-1 game, potentially a 4-1 game, with this at bat from Tide Bergeson. Two outs, runner on second. And that is into left and foul. Colin Wilson on deck. Hennessy looking to get out of the fifth. Here's the pitch. That is hit into shallow left field, and it's not going to be caught. Boney comes in to score, and Tide Bergeson delivers for the Spuds. It's 3-1. Here's Colin Wilson, who's 0 for 2. Was able to reach on an E5. During his last plate appearance, as he takes a strike. And a pickoff opportunity, but Bergeson is able to get back to first. Still waiting for potential rain, but with no sunshine, it's definitely gotten cooler. That's low in the dirt, and right on cue, we've got some drizzle. Hopefully we'll be able to keep playing. It's a 1-1 count on Colin Wilson. Chopped right back to Hennessy. This should end the inning, and it does. Routine ground ball. But the Spuds able to get after Hennessy once more on an RBI single from Tide Bergeson. Dropped into no man's land, and it is 3-1 Spuds going into the top of the 6th here at Matson Field. Top of the 6th here at Matson Field. It is 3-1 Spuds. As we got ourselves a ball game, folks. Anybody's game. Here's Brody Lund. That is through the left side for a leadoff hit. So now Brainerd is starting to make some good contact against Colin Wilson, who's been pretty much unhittable here today. And the wind is definitely starting to pick up, and a little bit of drizzle, as we are trying our best to protect the broadcast equipment. Here's Jonathan Benson, who grounded out to the shortstop Bergeson in his last at-bat. Or I'm sorry, he flew out to Reese Boney. It was a line drive out, and we've seen a lot of those here in this game, and that one's in the dirt. And that is strike 2 to Jonathan Benson. Looks like, as you can see, Moorhead is getting their bullpen ready. That is going to be foul. looks like varsity PO Kieran Putz will be warming up in the pen for a potential relief appearance. Another 2-strike count from Colin Wilson, and that is outside. And that hit Benson. Brody Lund was going to take second anyway. And the Warriors are threatening. And a bad situation here for the Spuds. First and second, nobody out. As Wyatt Gabrielson steps up. And that's a strike. And that is a good pitch from Colin Wilson. Going back to that off speed he likes so much. And has really been in his favor. He's used the off speed a lot in these at-bats, and that is a laser off the glove of Gavin Quaid. And the bases are going to be loaded. And Brainerd has Moorhead against the wall here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And these are uncharted waters for Colin Wilson as he has pitched a beautiful game. A no-hitter, as a matter of fact, through 4 innings. But the Warriors looking to blow this one wide open, as they have been behind the entire game. And that is high to Mitchell Brand. He flew out to center field in his last at-bat. And that's inside. Another good take from Mitchell Brand. As there has been a few minutes of sunshine off and on, and that's a strike from Colin Wilson. Good job from Wilson to get into the count, or get back into the count rather. That is going to be foul. It is a full count. Colin Wilson looking to get the first out of the 6th. That is into left field, well hit. That is going to be to the wall. Elijah Mack will have to throw it in. And it will be a 2-run double. And this game is tied up at 3. Mitchell Brand delivers for the Warriors. And head coach for the Spuds, Greg Salvold, might try to go to his pen. And it looks like they'll keep Wilson out there. So runners on second and third. Still nobody out. Game tied at 3 on the even-tied scoreboard. Wilson fires in a strike. To Keaton Lincolnteller. Swing and a miss. Ooh, that was a good changeup from Wilson. He loves going to that pitch with 1 strike in the count. And that missed outside. Wilson looking to get the first out of the 6th. And that is going to be chopped foul. Looked like he was going for that changeup again. This time Lincolnteller able to get a piece of it. Called strike 3, and Wilson able to get the first out of the 6th. And here comes Greg Salvold. And it looks like we might have a pitching change. So 7 strikeouts for Colin Wilson. And it looks like Aaron Ryerson is going to take the mound. So Aaron Ryerson will take the mound in a relief appearance for the Spuds. He was a part of a combined no-hitter along with Elijah Mack in their win against the Perham Yellow Jackets in an 8-0 win. So Brainerd, behind the entire game, now have a chance to take the lead here in the top of the 6th. And we'll see if Salvold decides to go to his other bullpen pitchers if need be. As Aaron Ryerson looks to get the Spuds out of this 6th inning. Runners back to 2nd and 3rd. So 1 out here in the top of the 6th as Colin Wilson was able to get his 7th strikeout against Keaton Lincolnteller. And Ryerson starts his relief appearance against Eli Holes, who struck out in his last at-bat. Infield in. And Holes tells Gabrielson to stay put, as it's now 2-0. Ryerson ready with the 2-0 delivery. That's also in the dirt. A lot of wind here in the top of the 6th. Ryerson looking to get back into the count, and he does with a strike down the middle. 3-1, 2 Holes. Ooh, that was a beautiful pitch. Looked like Holes thought he was going to be hit. That just shows how nasty of a pitch that was from Aaron Ryerson. Payoff. And that's a walk. Definitely not what the Spuds need right now. Another bases loaded opportunity. Here's Eli Owen. Sawyer Hennessy is on deck. He was the one that got the scoring started for Brainerd with a bomb of a home run to right field. 0-1 to count on the Warriors right fielder. Bases loaded, 1 out, and that is another strike. Here comes the 0-2. And fouled off, looked like fouled off the catcher's mask of Colby Asham. Count still 0-2, but a good job from Owen staying in the count. That is going to be fouled towards the third base coach for Brainerd, and you hear the Warriors bench praising him. A great play made by the Warriors third base coach. Another 0-2 on the way, and that one is just a bit outside and a little low from Aaron Ryerson. It is now 1-2 on Eli Owen. And he went strike 3. Ryerson gets him to go around, and Eli Owen is out number 2. And the first strikeout of Aaron Ryerson's relief appearance. And here's a big threat, Sawyer Hennessy. That's a strike. Good changeup. Ryerson looking to get out of the inning. And that is just outside. Even count now on Sawyer Hennessy. One and two. Sawyer Hennessy looking to do some damage. The 1-2 on the way is outside. Two-two to Sawyer Hennessy. Swing and a miss. Ryerson gets out of the jam. Bases loaded, no problem for Aaron Ryerson. My, oh my, what a job from him. Bottom of the 6th we go here at Matson Field. Game tied at 3.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Game's tied at 3-all here in the bottom of the 6th. And Aaron Ryerson coming in to relieve for Colin Wilson. 2 big strikeouts as he is going to lead off for the Spuds here in the bottom of the 6th. And Aaron Ryerson is ready. So is Hennessy. And looks like looks like it hit him. Didn't look like a hit by pitch, but apparently Aaron Ryerson is aboard on a hit by pitch. So an early base runner with Brady Sari at the plate. Brady Sari looking to give the Spuds the lead here. He's 0 for 2. He's hit the ball hard today. He had a sac fly back in the bottom of the 2nd. And a fly ball near the warning track in center field. Hennessy ready with the pitch, and Brady Sari tried to bunt. So it looks like the Spuds look to get Aaron Ryerson in scoring position. Oh, 1 count now on Brady Sari. Good take from the Spuds first baseman. Runner goes, and that is going to be through the right side, a base hit. Ryerson heading for third, and Brady Sari puts Aaron Ryerson in scoring position. Safe to say he can do it all, folks. He can commentate, and he can deliver in the big moments. Runners at the corners now for the Spuds. And Gavin Quaid with a big opportunity here. And a good take from Gavin Quaid. Sorry, with a slight lead at first. And that is going to be shallow right. And is going to be caught. Tagging and coming home is Ryerson. The throw home, not in time. Spuds take the lead on a sac fly from Gavin Quaid. Here's Colby Asham, who is 1 for 2. Had an RBI single back in the second inning, part of a 2-run second for the Spuds. That is going to be towards head coach Greg Salvold for a foul. Hennessy from the stretch, and a good pitch to make it a 2-strike count on the Spuds catcher. That is in the dirt. Good block from Jonathan Benson to keep it in front of him. Hennessy ready with the 2-strike delivery. And did it hit him? And home plate umpire saying it's a foul ball. And Asham looks like he doesn't agree. And it looks like the umpires are going to have a discussion whether if it's a foul ball or a hit by pitch. And they're going to say foul ball. Here comes the 2-2. And a good take from Colby Asham. Brainerd wanted a strike, but instead it's a full count. And that is a base hit to left field. Sorry to second. Asham with a 1-out single. He's 2 for 3. Here's Reese Boney coming up to bat, and it looks like there will be a pitching change for the Warriors. Oh no, it looks like they'll keep Hennessy out there. It was just a pep talk at the mound. First and second, 1 out for the Spuds right fielder. And Boney takes a strike. We'll see who the Spuds use for the top of the 7th. Will they stick with Ryerson, or will they go to someone else in their pen? Regardless, it's a 1-1 count now on Reese Boney. And that is a slow roller. Throw to second in time for out number 2. And Colby Ashton's retired, but Sorry moves to third. He's 90 feet away. So a fielder's choice for Reese Boney. Here's Elijah Mack. 0 for 2. Runner goes. Throw down is going to skip towards the right side. Sorry comes in to score, and it's 5-3 Spuds. Good job by Sorry taking advantage of the bad bounce. Still 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th, and that will, looks like it hit a tree branch there. Hopefully it didn't hit any cars in the parking lot. That would not be ideal for someone's insurance. It's now a 2-1 count on Elijah Mack. It's a 3-1 count now on Elijah Mack. Spuds with 5 runs on 6 hits. Meanwhile, for Brainerd, they have 3 runs with 4 hits. That is a laser into left field, but it's going to be foul. Sounded good. May have been a little early on that swing. It's now a full count on Elijah Mack. Hennessy looking to get out of this jam, and that is fouled back. So good job from Mack, staying alive in the count. Payoff pitch from Hennessy, and that is a walk, and the inning continues. And this is not a situation Brainerd wants to be in. Runners on base, and Carter Heinz stepping up to the plate, and it looks like Brainerd might make a change. And they will. Pitching change for Brainerd. We'll be back in a moment.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day, and in return to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful, and it really brings me back every day.
5-3 Spuds here in the bottom of the 6th, but Moorhead looking to do some more damage as Brainerd has decided to make a pitching change, as Brody Lund, previously playing in left field, is now on the bump for the Warriors. as he hopes to get Brainerd out of this jam that they are in. But in order to get out of this inning, Lund has to get through Carter Heinch, who is 0 for 3. That is in the dirt. Good block by Jonathan Benson. It's a 1-0 count on center fielder Carter Heinch. And that is strike one. One pitch. That's also in the dirt. Boney looked like he wanted to take off for third, but instead it's a 2-1 count with runners still at first and second. Two balls, one strike. And that is routine for out number 3 as Eli Owen puts it away. But the Spuds make it 5-3 after Brainerd tied it. Moorhead answers right back with 2 runs of their own. We head to the top of the 7th here at Matson Field. We'll be back in a few moments here on Spuds TV, presented by Muscatel Subaru.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Top of the 7th here at Matson Field. Spuds up 5-3 on the Eventide scoreboard. Aaron Ryerson looking to put this one away for the Spuds. Chance to give Brainerd their first loss of the year. As it looks like Eli Owen is at the plate. I can't quite get a number, but regardless, it's going to be try to be played by Colin Wilson, but he is safe, and that is, in fact, Isaac Hansen with an infield single. And the tying run has come to the plate. So if Ryerson is able to get out of this 7th inning and win it for the Spuds, Ryerson will get the win, and Colin Wilson will get a no decision. And that pitch is in the dirt to Brody Lund. 2-0 count now. Here's the 2-0, nod from Ryerson. There's a strike. Two one. That's in the dirt. Good block from Asham. Three one on the way. That is gonna be 6-4, and no! Brady Sari's foot was off the bag. It could have been a 6-4-3 double play. But instead, there's one out with one on here in the 7th. Here's Jonathan Benson. Tying run at the plate. Big power hitter for the Warriors. That one is low from Aaron Ryerson. Spuds looking to get to 4-2 on the year. And that gets away. Brody Lund will be in scoring position. That one got away from Asham. And it looks like that'll be scored as a wild pitch. Slight runners lead at second. Here's the pitch from Ryerson. That one is high. Three balls, no strikes. Ryerson desperately needs to get back in the count. Here it is. And that is going to skip away from Asham. Lund will jog to third. And just like that, Brody Lund is 90 feet away. And the leading run, the go-ahead run for the Warriors, is at the plate. And they'll bring in a courtesy runner for Jonathan Benson. It'll be Caden Brown running for Jonathan Benson. First and third, one out. Good pitch from Ryerson for strike one. And that evens the count. Asham tried to frame it, but it winds up being a little low in the zone. Wyatt Gabrielson at the plate. Chance to bring Brainerd within one, potentially tie it with the courtesy runner on. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ryerson looks over to third. Here's the pitch. And that's strike 2. Ryerson looking to get out number 2 here. Here's the 2-2. Runner goes. That is popped up and foul. So Gabrielson stays alive on the count. Runners lead at first. Swing and a miss. Ryerson sits him down for out number 2. Here's Mitchell Brand. Last hope for Brainerd. 2 outs here in the 7th. That ball is low in the zone. And that is strike 1. Ryerson looks over at first. Caden Brown with a slight lead. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. Good changeup from Aaron Ryerson. Ryerson looking to put away the Warriors. Here's the 2-2. Runner goes, and that is fouled back. The anticipation is high here at Matson Field. 5-3 Spuds on the Eventide scoreboard. Ryerson with a pickoff attempt, safe at first. Ryerson waits. Runner goes. He struck him out! Ryerson puts the sword in his pocket, and that's the ball game. Aaron Ryerson, in a relief appearance, gets the win, and the Spuds win this one 5-3. Colin Wilson will have a no decision as he struck out 7, giving up 3 runs, while Sawyer Hennessy will take the loss as he struck out 2 batters and giving up 5 runs, or 4 runs, excuse me, on 5 hits. Spuds move to 4-2. They look to be 5-2 as they will play the STMA Knights at 3 o'clock here today, or 3:30, excuse me. Meanwhile, for the Brainerd Warriors, this will be their first loss of the year after starting out 2-0. But for now, this is Thomas Fox saying see you later as we will be back here at Matson at 3:30. This has been Boys Varsity Baseball on Spuds TV presented by Muscatel Subaru. Spuds win it 5-3 here this afternoon.